This is such an exciting day, and we're going to get started. Thank you all for joining us, and I'm going to bring up the wonderful principal of Pittsburgh Pioneer, David Lott, who's going to serve as our MC today. So come on up, David.
Wow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pittsburgh Pioneer. As you heard, my name is David Lott. I am the building principal here, and I've had that honor for the last 11 years. It is my honor to welcome so many special guests with us today, and I hope I don't leave anybody out because this is absolutely wonderful looking out and just seeing all of our parents and all the staff here today. First of all, of course, I'd like to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Wayne Walters. Our board president, Gene Walker. Assistant Superintendent, Patty Camper. Going through some of the other dignitaries that are in the audience that are not up front. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Mike, you're further down on the list, but I'll do Mike now. Mike McNamara, head of facilities. And of course, Mr. Lamar Blackwell, Chief of Staff. So some of our other dignitaries that came back today to make this day even so special. We have former board member Cindy Falls with us. Our school's former principal, Dr. Sylvia Kunz. And of course, I cannot forget all of our wonderful parents that are in the audience. As I said, I've been here for 11 years, and it has been an honor and a privilege being here this entire time. I love to take credit for this. I would love to say this was all my idea, but it really was not. This pool was something that started under Dr. Kunz's administration, and when she retired, I picked up the pole and ran with it at that point, and it was a team effort. And with that being said, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that need to be acknowledged for that. First of all, as I already said, Mr. Mike McNamara is here from facilities, but some of his team that are here, Stephen is in the back. We also have three very important people with us today, Ronnie, Carrie, and Ashley, who are hiding out right back there. This project has been so interesting to be a part of, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the amount that I've been able to touch and put my fingerprints on this and all of the decisions you have involved me in throughout this whole program. So thank you. Also, I would like to acknowledge two very important groups. We have Mr. Robert Daniels with us today, who is the architect. And I can't find him right now, but Steve and his crew's here. And I want to acknowledge Steve. There he is back there. I especially wanted Steve to be here today for a couple reasons. Number one, he has been the foreman on the job the whole entire time. And not only has he been here working in the pool area and, of course, in this beautiful, beautiful pool area that we were going to tour later on, but his team has actually interacted with my students on a regular basis, coming in and shopping at our school store and working on different activities outside. So, Steve, we really appreciate you becoming part of the Pioneer family. There's one final person I would like to acknowledge at this time, and she has done something that will stay with the school many, many years. Where is Sue? Sue Carland. There she is. Please stand up, Sue. No, stand. Please stand. So just in case you don't know, and you haven't been told yet, this lovely mural behind me was actually designed and painted by Sue. She came in over the summer by herself and worked for, what was it, about a week and a half? 2 weeks, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, putting this all together and painting this on her own time. So I want to acknowledge the fact of what she has done and what is going to live on for many, many years here at Pioneer. So at this time, I would like to invite our board president, Mr. Gene Walker, to come up and speak.
Well, good morning, everyone. What an exciting day. I am sure that all of you have been waiting anxiously for this to happen. I can't even tell you how many board tabs have come through with money for this or money for that to make sure this happens. And oftentimes, when those requests come through, we're looking at it like, oh, this is just another thing that we have to pay for. But this pool at Pioneer was a little bit different. You probably don't know this, and you shouldn't, but for about 2.5 years, I had the pleasure just before and during the pandemic to work with a young man with autism who benefited from access to a therapy pool. And I remember the day that everything kind of closed down and that access was gone. And it was just such a big hole to try to fill in not only his day, but just ensuring that he was happy and healthy. And so to be here today, to be able to open this pool for all of you, to know the impact that we'll have, the experiences that you'll have in it, and the benefits that you'll gain is just such. This is why we get into this work for days like this. We do all of the hard stuff so that we can have days like today to celebrate. So on behalf of the board of directors, we are so thankful and so happy that this is coming to this school for your kids and for kids for a long time to come. So thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing who's going to be the first in the pool today. There we go, right in the back. I love it. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I would like to bring up Dr. Wayne Walters, our superintendent.
Good morning as well. I am Dr. Wayne Walters, proud superintendent of the Pittsburgh Public Schools. And again, I want to acknowledge our board president that's here. It says a lot when our board president is here to be a part of this celebration. And it's sort of a full circle endorsement of our district. I also want to again acknowledge our former board member, Cindy Falls. She has been a passionate pioneer and supporter of this work. She said it's been about 25 years, and so she is here to witness, to tell the story, to share the history and the journey, and so I'm happy that she's here to see this idea come to fruition.
Never give up. Never give up.
And also, she was mentioned before, but my former colleague, I guess we still call her colleague, even though she is retired, Dr. Sylvia Kuntz, former principal of Pittsburgh Pioneer. We were principals together, and I just remember her passion as well for these ideas, and so it's happy to see you in space for this celebration as well. And so today is a day of celebration and pride in the Pittsburgh Public Schools and the Pittsburgh Pioneer school community, as we officially will soon cut the ribbon on this incredible aquatic therapy pool. This facility represents more than just a new resource for students. It symbolizes the ongoing commitment we share to provide every child with the best possible educational experience, including the vital therapies that support their development. When schools were forced to close during the pandemic, many students were left without access to the critical in-person therapy services they needed to thrive. For our students at Pioneer, hands-on, individualized therapy is essential for developing key skills, and this aquatic therapy pool will now make those services available right here within our school. Funding using the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Fund, passionately known as ESSER. This pool represents an investment not only in our facilities, but more importantly, in the future of our students. For students with multiple disabilities, having access to this type of therapy in a public school setting is a significant step towards achieving equity. Currently, such resources are only available in 2 private placements within the city, but today we changed that. This project would not have been possible without the voices of our Pioneer staff and families who passionately championed the need for this pool. Your advocacy, your collaboration, your passion for your school community brought us to this moment. I also want to express my appreciation to our operations and facilities team for their dedication to seeing this project through. And lastly, to our board of directors for its approval and support for this vital resource. And so as we stand here today, ready to open the doors to this exciting addition, I am truly filled with excitement for the many students who will benefit from this for years to come. I look forward to celebrating with you all again when we witness the positive impact this pool will have on the lives of so many more students. So thank you all for your unwavering commitment to the Pittsburgh Public Schools, and I cannot wait to see the lasting benefits this therapy pool will bring to our students in our district. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Walters. As we said, our parents were champions of this pool, and they really helped us when we needed it. 2 of the parents who went and took the forefront have been with us today. I have Kelly Loon and Tracy Mosnick, or as we call them, Bennett and Timmy's mom. So please come on up.
We'll go on that side. Put my glasses up so I can see. Come on, stand up here. All right. Hi, everybody. How is everybody? Good, good. Hi, guys. It's so great to see everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Kelly Loon, otherwise known as Bennett Loon's mom over there. My big boy, 15 years old, now 170 pounds. He's more like a man. He's been here at Pioneer Education, as most of you know, since he was just a teeny little thing, and I could hold him in my hands like this. Right? Now all has changed. That first day, really standing here today, took me back a little bit as I thought about today. And it just reminded me of that first day when I was putting him on that school bus, and it was so nerve-wracking, it was so exhausting. I knew we were starting a whole new part of Bennett's journey with so many more unknowns, though, and I was really just terrified that day. But mind you, I did get in the car and followed him right into school, so we were right here anyways, like every other parent did probably as well. But that was our beginning at Pioneer Education Center, and we have never looked back. This school is amazing. And I want you all to hear this today. This is where we're going to cry. This is Pittsburgh Public Schools' shining gem. This is an example of what a school should be. The staff that is here, you all working together tirelessly, teachers going that extra mile every single day. This is a school that is an absolute family. And parents of little ones, just like Bennett was 15 years ago with so many unknowns, they need to know that Pioneer Education Center exists. This becomes your safety net. This becomes your respite at times, a lot of times. It also becomes your lifeline. Our children, they need everything. They need help with literally everything all day. So that's why so many years ago, building on what had already been started by so many amazing people in the Pittsburgh Public School District, there was a group of feisty Pioneer Education Center parents who put on t-shirts similar to the ones that we have on today and started to go to those school board meetings and really just lobby that it was time. We needed a therapy pool here for these kids because this was the piece of the puzzle that was still missing at our school, along with early intervention rooms, which we can talk about that after today, right? I had to get that in, You know I'm going to be lobbying for that next, right? Right, Tracy? All right, so we'll talk about that later. But it took a lot of asking and a lot of just taking our kids down to those school board meetings on nights when they should have been in bed. They were not happy. Sometimes we weren't happy. We had to get medications in them. They were having seizures. But it was so important to be there at those school board meetings to really be a voice for this school. It is paramount to get this pool because it helps our kids develop, to learn, and not just to live, but ultimately to thrive. These children aren't just going to be in the pool hanging out, splashing around. They will do that, don't get me wrong. But this is so much more to them. This is so much more. Some of these children have never had the chance to be in a pool before. They've never had that opportunity just to get in the water and feel it on their bodies and to use it to help them develop. Maybe to grow stronger, maybe to learn balance, maybe to learn how to stand up, and maybe even to learn how to walk. So on behalf of every single one of these feisty parents, we simply cannot thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts to everybody that has had a play in this today and made this possible. You have no idea how many lives that you've touched. You've touched our lives, the kids here, the generations to come. You've changed the course of their family lives forever. So we simply want to thank you. Today is priceless. Thank you all.
Today is so special, guys. Good morning. My name is Tracy Mazeko, and I'm the mom of 15-year-old Pioneer student Timmy English, also known as Nani. He's not in the room right now. It's a little too much for him, but he's back there somewhere. Timmy has attended Pioneer since he was 5 years old. As I said, he's now 15. The very first day I stepped foot in the Pioneer for a tour, I just knew this is where he belonged. I just knew it. I felt it. It was it. From the unique layout, designed with our children's many different needs in mind, to the entire staff who feel like one big family. Truly, I just can't say enough about them. This is Timmy's home away from home, where he learns new skills, works on goals, and where he met his very first friends. As Kelly mentioned, so many of us had a dream of a Pioneer therapy pool. And with the thumbs up from Mr. Lott, we began to attend many school board meetings in the evenings with our kids to rally for this pool. It honestly seemed to me like a pipe dream. But if you've ever met a special needs parent, one thing we are gifted with is persistence. It wasn't easy to get these kids down there on school nights after a long day, in different weathers, walking blocks because people illegally parked in all of the handicap spots, but we did it over and over again. Because simply surviving day to day isn't good enough. Our kids deserve to be thriving. And this treasure that you all had a hand in, will assure that happens for our kids and many generations to come. From the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all of our students, I give my sincerest thanks to everybody.
An awesome day. Awesome day.
And our final speaker for today is Mr. Mike McNamara.
Wow. Thank you, everybody. My name is Mike McNamara. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for the school district. Really shouldn't have been closing out after that. I'm more on a thank you tour, I guess, here for all the people that helped make this happen. It's an amazing pool. It's an amazing piece of construction. I think we should give another hand for this mural. It is awesome. That'll be with us for a long time. I really just want to, thank everybody for being here to celebrate this pool. It's been a labor of love for the community, as everybody's spoken on. It's more than just water and tiles. It really will give students here at Pioneer an opportunity to have some freedom and of movement that they may not get on a daily basis. I'd like to acknowledge some of the people that worked on this project. First, I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Rob Daniels from Graves Design Group. His vision for this space, when we first looked at it, this vision was a sustainable, environmentally friendly, energy efficient piece of work that he wanted to put on here, and we thought it was amazing. And the way that this addition fits seamlessly into the building and the environment and complements all of the outside areas that we already have for these students is just amazing. So great job on this, Rob. Thank you for all your work. I'd also like to acknowledge the other contractors that worked on this project: Archon Contracting, Sargent Electric, First American Industries, and East West Mechanical. If anybody knows anything about the ESSER funding that we used to pay for this, the funding ended on September 30th, so it was pretty important to have this project done on time and on budget. So thank you guys for performing. I'd also like to thank the facility staff, Stephen Connell, Carrie Dvorak, Sanjeev Menander, and Ron Frazanelli, who oversaw this project during construction. I'm kind of jealous because if anybody knows where I come from the facilities department. I come from a background of construction and building, and it's sort of my passion is watching things get built. I did not get to see this being built as much as I had in the past, so I'm kind of jealous of all of them that got to watch this come out of the ground and be the amazing addition that it is. So thank you guys for all your hard work on this. They're back there. And last but not least, I want to thank David Lott for his vision, compassion for the students, and devotion to getting this project done. When I first started in the facilities department in 2010, this project was on our list of projects to do, and here we are 14 years later, finally going to cut the ribbon today. So it's amazing to see this come to fruition. And I'd also like to thank all the staff who helped design this, helped work through the project, and also endured everything that goes on with living in an active construction site. So thank you all for your patience with us while we got this project finished. Thanks.
Before we go into the ribbon cutting, there is one group I think I neglected to thank earlier today, and that is the Pioneer staff that has, I'm going to say it, put up with me for the last 11 years talking about this pool. Many of them have looked at me in times and said, "You're crazy, what are you still talking about this?" But it was something that they endured with me. And I just want to thank them personally for everything that they have done and everything they're going to be doing to make this such a wonderful project. So thank you. So unfortunately, I would love to invite everybody in at one time to go through the doorway, but it's a really small doorway. But at this time, I would like to have Reese come on up and Jack. Jack and Reese are our two student representatives. They're going to come up here and they're going to help us with Dr. Walters and Mr. Walker to cut the ribbon.
Three, 1, 2, 3.